guys? Welcome to 830 Amplified. I am your host, Daniel Elizondo, managing editor of the Pleasanton Express, and we have our co-host, Heaven Marquez. How are you doing, Heaven?
I'm good. How are you, Daniel?
Please introduce our guest today.
All right. This is head Pleasanton Lady Eagle soccer coach, Kendall McDowell. We're so excited to have you here today,
yes,
Coach.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, yeah. We're really excited. We're already getting, ready for soccer season. What do you kind of have to say about the upcoming season so far?
I am beyond ready for soccer season. I've been ready for soccer season since the beginning of the year. December 1st is our first official soccer day. I've got some very good players coming up. I am thrilled about where the program is going, and I'm just ready to get going and get out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing, you were an assistant coach last year for Coach
ma'am.
Joseph.
Yes, ma'am.
So you saw these girls win district champs and
Yes,
by
ma'am.
district champs, and then unfortunately there was that loss in the area to Wimberley.
Yes.
But I mean, all in all, a really great season last
Yes.
year. And so what do you have returning this year?
So I really, for what I have, I essentially feel like I have just been blessed with such a great team. I've got 11 returners. 8 of them are seniors that are my starting lineup. So I definitely feel like we will make it far this season. I've got some good incoming freshmen that are coming up. So I do anticipate everybody meshing and vibing well.
Yeah.
So I'm just so excited to see what's going to happen this year. Especially with how the program is going to start changing and things like that. So it's going to be great.
Yeah.
How are the nuances, with you as your first year, is this your first year as a soccer coach?
No, this is my second year.
Your
Yes.
second year?
Yes, sir.
What are the nuances that you'll bring to the table as head coach, compared to last season and maybe historically from other seasons?
So I had a meeting with the varsity players, and I had asked them, well, everybody knew that I was going to be taking this position once it was announced. And I had spoken with the girls, and I let them know I'm not here to completely change the entire persona of the program or anything like that, but there will be some differences and stuff. And so I told them, I said, I want you guys to make me a list of things that are, for you guys that are absolutely, non-negotiable that y'all don't want to change this year, especially because I do have so many seniors on the team. They have done these, traditions and things for, their entire high school career. So I didn't want to change too much. And I do think, with every transition year, you're obviously going to have some kickback. Players aren't going to be as happy as they were before, or even newcoming players or incoming players. They're like, well, this isn't how I heard it was, the previous years. But like I said, I've been super blessed. These girls, even though I was the assistant coach last year, I created a lot of bonds with the girls, and they know how I work, they know how I coach, they know my philosophy, they know the expectations. So I'm ready to work. I know they're ready to work. We're in it for a title this year. So
That's good.
we have some good goals, and with all the teamwork and everything and the dedication from the girls, I don't see us not achieving any of those.
Awesome. Setting the bar high. That's really
Yes.
important. And in Region 4, how do you foresee the region as far as, other teams? Because you have like Wimberley, right?
Correct.
That's when it gets hard when you get to those teams up
Yes.
north in the hill country.
And so when we made the schedule this year, last year we did play Wimberley and Davenport in pre-district. And the girls got humbled really early on. And I do believe in that type of thing. However, like I said, as different coaches have different philosophies. And while I do think that it's great to humble your athletes early, I also don't want them to go into a game. For example, Wimberley, when we make playoffs, we will see them. And so I also don't want them to think, okay, so when we played Davenport last year, we got mercy ruled. So when we played them again, they went into that game with the mentality of, well, we lost so bad this time, what's the difference? And I don't want them to have that type of thinking or mentality going into a different type of game. Whereas if we play Wimberley, in finals or whatever the case is after district, in area, it'll be fresh. It'll be a mindset that oh, well, we didn't get to play them, so let's show them what we have, or let's show them what we're made of, or they won't have, the negative thoughts. They'll go in with a fresh mind, better attitude, and see how they play from there.
Yeah. And do you coach in a way that if you're playing a weaker team, do you tell the girls, let's be relentless, even just play harder, no matter what opponent you're playing?
So that my philosophy is, and the girls know this as well, you're going to play, you're not going to play down to a particular team. If, for example, say, we're running the other team all over the field and we're 10 goals ahead of them. We're not going to stop because we feel sorry for them. We're going to play to the best of our ability, and we're going to show them why we're Pleasanton, and we're going to show them what we're made of. And I'm very firm in, we're here to win, and that's what's going to happen. I feel like, especially because I coach girls, they sometimes ride emotional roller coasters. When they're high and they're doing great, that everybody's emotions are high, everybody's excited. But if somebody makes a mistake or something happens, they might start bickering or whatever, and that can bring the whole team and atmosphere down. I'm trying to get that mentality away from them. And during off season, it started out a little rough. I'm not gonna lie, it started out a little rough, but I just can't tell you guys how excited I am about the season. I mean, we're gonna show you guys some great things. I'm beyond ready.
Well, that's
awesome.
exciting.
Yeah, we are super duper excited for it to get started. Coach, can you kind of tell us a little bit about your background in soccer and how you kind of made your way over to Pleasanton?
So I am a Beeville alumni. I did. I know. Oh, I know.
Well, at least you got the green and white.
Don't dog me too hard on that.
Does it burn when you put the green and white?
I won't lie. When I saw we were Kelly Green, I was like, oh, I'm going to look like a leprechaun. But, well, of course, so when I was going to school in Beeville many years ago, we were like pumpkin orange.
Yes.
And so Beeville goes back and forth. They were Longhorn orange, and then they were pumpkin orange, and now they're Longhorn orange again. And so I'm waiting for them to be like pale orange.
Longhorn orange.
Heaven loves that color.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I'm outnumbered. Yes. So I graduated from Beeville. I did play club ball when I was young. I've played soccer since, I don't know, I was probably 7 or 8 years old. I played in middle school, and then once I got to high school, I was on varsity all 4 years of high school. I originally started out as a defender in high school, and then one game, our starting goalkeeper, she broke her finger.
Oh no.
And I was the only crazy one enough to go back in the goal, and once I was in the box, I fell in love with it. And so my coach is like, okay, looks like we have a new goalie. And so I'm like, all right. And so ever since then, I was a goalkeeper, and I love it. I love the sport. I get to be rough without having to be rough, if that makes sense.
Kind of. We can see that whenever, we see the girls playing these games, and it's brutal out there.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It can get pretty physical.
Yes, it's like the girls' version of football.
Yeah, basically.
Yes, and that's when I was sports editor, I loved covering girls soccer.
Yes.
I would even go to their tournaments in San Antonio because there would be hair pulling and
these girls are relentless. They are relentless.
They get the hair pulling, they're spitting, and
Yes, it's brutal. It's so fun to watch.
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
It's funny to watch them, and then well, when you're playing, it's different, and when you're standing on the outside, you have totally different perspectives. And so I'm over here yelling at them, and they're over here yelling at each other, and sometimes there's a disconnect because we can't hear each other yelling, and so then they get mad, and then I'm mad at them, and then everybody's just like, what's going on here? And then everybody gets mad about it.
So how did you find your way into Pleasanton?
So I moved to Pleasanton. I'm originally a nurse, and so I've been a nurse for 1,001 years. And then I transitioned into education about 8 years ago. And so I used to work for Northside Independent School District, and so I had originally moved to Pleasanton when I was working at Clark High School, and I would travel back and forth. And so I really, coming from Beeville, small town Beeville, and then working in the big city in San Antonio, I kind of fell in love with the fast pace and all of that. And of course I was young and I didn't have any children, and, you know, I was just very green and, you know, wanted to do all of the things. And then once I settled down and I had my first son, I started to realize that the simple life, the young country life is probably what I needed. And then I transitioned to working here in Pleasanton, and I just fell in love with it. It is so nice to drive 5 minutes to work. So nice to drive 5 minutes to work. And then when somebody says that I have to go to Jordanton, I'm like, God, Jordanton is so far. It is so far. I have to drive like 10 minutes to the other side of the town. Whereas when I used to work, when I used to work at Northside, or I even used to work at St. Luke's ICU, and I'd have to drive to the hospital. I'd have to drive 45 minutes, and I was fine with it. But driving to Starbucks or Walmart or Jordanton, I'm like, gosh, it's so far.
And Clark is way out there off of
Clark is on to the Days of Bala, and I would just drive. You know, it was no big deal to me.
Yeah.
But yes, now driving to Walmart, I'm just like, God bless.
Yes.
Why is this taking so long?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your pregame meal? Do you have one?
My pregame meal. I like a good cheeseburger.
Really?
Yeah.
From anywhere in particular, or what? Just anyone.
So going back to, it takes forever to drive to Jordanton. Sammy D's, before they closed down, had really good food.
Really?
I was really upset when they closed down. Yeah.
I never got a chance to try it.
It was really good. Yeah. And then like back in the day when it was Rock House, so good.
Oh, Rock House was good.
Yes, spam and eggs.
Spam and
Oh.
eggs.
Spam and eggs.
You
yes.
like spam?
Yes.
I do too.
Yeah, well, so my mom, that's how we made breakfast. She'd make spam and eggs and cheese.
Really?
Yeah, with some tortillas.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's so
Yes.
good.
I follow this barbecue. No, I'm going off topic now. See what I mean? I follow this barbecue guy on because I love doing barbecue. He's on TikTok, and he has like this. He's in California, but he has a barbecue flair. It's Central Texas barbecue mixed with an Asian flair.
Oh, okay.
Because he looks like an Asian guy. Anyway, he'll do spam
It is so good.
on the grill.
Yes, it's
On
so
the
good.
grill.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you don't like spam or if you haven't tried it, you're missing out. It's really good. it really is.
It's your turn now.
Yeah.
Nothing can top spam.
I know. I was like, well,
I know.
what is your favorite non-soccer sport to watch? What else will you watch?
Basketball.
Basketball.
Yes.
That's a good sport.
Yes, it is. Everybody always says, Cowboys fans, like you really have to like the Cowboys fan, Cowboys if you're a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
It's always going to be their year, right?
Uh-huh.
Sorry if anybody likes Cowboys. But it's been like that for the Spurs. It's been like that for like the past 6 years. And I'm like,
I know.
all right, come on, Pop, let's do something. I mean, like when the big three left, I was like, I was devastated. And then the whole, business with Kawhi, and it was, for the past years, it's been rough being a Spurs fan.
It really has been.
Yes.
I'm hoping
good.
this year.
This year they've started out very
It's been
well.
really nice.
They
Very
have.
well. And we pulled it out last night, so I'm
Yes,
pretty
I was
proud.
going to say last night we pulled it out, and with our two best starters
Yes,
not
both of
playing.
them benched, because they weren't playing. And so we started off a little sloppy last night, and I was like, oh man, I guess they're giving in because Wemby's out, and so is Vassell, but we pulled it out, so I was pretty proud of him.
was
Yeah. But I am very much. My kids don't like going to the Spurs game with me because I'm that person. Like I am that rowdy person.
I love that. That's fun.
Yes, it's really fun.
What if you weren't coaching? You probably pretty much answered this already. If you weren't coaching, what would you be doing your dream job?
So, even though I am a nurse, I think my dream job would be for me to get paid to run races.
Really?
Yes.
You like to run?
I love to run. I just came back from New York. I ran the New York City Marathon.
No way.
What?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Why haven't you sent us that?
You should have sent us information.
That is so cool.
I didn't know it was supposed
Your other one.
Yes,
Yeah.
That one.
I didn't know it was supposed to.
Yes, so I would love to get paid to run races.
So do you do the full marathon?
Yes.
Wow, that's incredible.
How
Yes.
was it?
It was good. I underestimated a couple of the spots on the course, but running the New York City Marathon has always been on my bucket list, and so I was just glad that I got to cross and did that. So it was definitely an excellent experience.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, and the weather was beautiful.
That's a great,
Yeah.
that's a great experience.
I
And you
know.
probably got to meet so many people in different
So
cultures.
yeah, so Neve from Catfish was there.
Really?
Yeah, I ran right next to him. Yeah, and then he was actually is like a pacer for people that are disabled, and so there was a big story about a vet that he was in an explosion with an IED,
Oh,
and it blew off both of his legs, and so he had prosthetic legs, and so he was guiding him, and
Nice.
the gentleman that he was pacing, I think this is his 26th marathon since it happened. Yeah, I'm like, gosh,
Yeah.
like I aim to be like that one day.
Have you done the Boston?
No, I have not. That is also on the bucket list.
I know a couple of people that have done it.
Yeah,
But
and that New York
So
and Boston
cool.
are the top contenders for sure.
That's awesome.
Yes, the energy was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds really, really cool. I don't know if I'd be able to run that whole thing, but I feel like being in that energy and that
Yes, and
atmosphere.
it was so loud I couldn't even hear my headphones. I mean, yes, it was. There were probably over 2 million spectators. Spectators,
2 million?
yes. And
How
then when I did Chicago last year, there was 1.5 million spectators.
How many people run in that?
So Chicago last year, I think there were 40,000 plus finishers. For New York City, we set the Guinness Book of World Records. There was over 56,000 finishers.
Oh my gosh. All running at the same time?
That is
Oh my gosh.
so cool.
It is. I mean, it's just a crazy experience.
Of course, I'm thinking about the traffic. I bet the traffic was insane in New York City.
Well, you know, it's already crazy as it is because New York is,
Yes.
you know, the biggest city in the world. But it's like the entire. So you run through all of the 5 boroughs. So you start in Staten Island and you go through the Bronx, Brooklyn, you know, Manhattan, all of the Queens. But it's like the whole entire state of New York shuts down for this marathon.
Wow.
Like people call into work to come watch people run. Random people that they have no idea run. I mean, it's a big thing, and
That's
it's
cool.
it's just so cool. I think everybody should experience it. I mean, maybe if you don't like to run, but I mean, it's just neat.
Yeah, that does sound cool.
That is awesome. Okay, so what is your go-to hype song before a game?
Oh, my go-to hype song. Well, I don't know if I necessarily have one. You know, let me see.
Or genre, I guess, as well. We take that.
So I like I guess maybe like old school R&B, like Akon and
Oh, that's nice.
yeah.
Really? To get
Yeah.
you hyped up?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
like R&B music.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's relaxing, actually.
Well, and you know, of course now there's music that I don't even understand what they're saying. But, you know, of course when I was in high school, you know, we had like good songs and
Of course. When I was in high school, we had good songs.
well, I mean,
She's laughing because she knows my age.
well, I'm not, you know,
He's not wrong.
well, I'm
80s
definitely older than heaven for
I'm
sure.
I'm a big 80s guy, you know.
Oh, I love 80s. 80s hair bands, absolutely 80s.
That's-
Definitely 80s, baby.
That's all I listen to.
Yes, I love the 80s. 100%. Now, yeah, I could go on about talking about the 80s, yeah. There's some good music there.
Yep. Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Who is going to win the World Cup next? Women's or men's?
That is.
Do you watch that?
Yes. So, there's some good contenders though.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I don't. I don't want to speak it into existence though, because
Yeah.
I'm superstitious like that.
I know. Because when I'm looking at her, because when I just asked that question, I'm like, that's a tough question.
Yeah, I mean, so there, I'm very much a creature of habit with certain things, but I'm also kind of superstitious, and I don't want to speak it into, existence. 'Cause I'm just like, ugh.
I mean, we're rooting for USA, of course.
Yes.
Yes.
I hope.
Well, yeah. Here's hoping.
Well, if you're superstitious about this, are you superstitious on game day as
Yes,
well?
absolutely.
You have a routine?
Yes, absolutely.
What is it?
Like from beginning to end or
Yes.
before? So I always have to wake up at a certain time, and I always have a waffle with the honey peanut butter spread from Granzines with some bananas. I
I'll
make
have to try
Sounds
that.
good.
I have an espresso machine at home, and so while I do that, I also make espresso, and I put a cinnamon roll protein shake in it. And then I have soccer stud earrings. I wear my soccer stud earrings, and then especially like in the winter when it's cold, I always have a green scarf. The green scarf. It's always brought me luck. So.
All coaches have something.
Yeah.
Because when I was sports editor and I was on the sideline, I'd be there right when the player, like football, they'd all run back to the sideline right, when they made the announcements. And there was always one coach, he's a friend of mine. He'd always walk towards me and he'd shake my hand, even though we talked beforehand.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I think it was after the third game, I'm like, why do you come shake my hand? He said, because the first game I shook your hand and we won. And since then we've been winning, so I'm going to come and shake your hand.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's, it's in your head, but it's not, because, if I always blame stuff if it's because I didn't lock the door 3 times, or, that's why the cat got out, or whatever the case is. But yes, very much.
All right, folks, thank you for joining us in this episode of A30 Amplified with Coach McDowell. Coach McDowell, thank you for joining us.
Yes, I really do appreciate the invite.
And we're excited about the soccer season this year.
I am so. I can't wait for you guys to come out. We're gonna put on a big show for y'all.
Awesome.
Good deal. You have any closing statements or anything you'd
No,
like
it's
to
been
say?
a pleasure, Coach.
Yes,
we
thank
really
you so much.
appreciate it.
And
Love my small town Pleasanton.
Yes, and welcome to Pleasanton. And when you guys play Beeville, what's that going to be like? I need to ask that real quick.
Okay, so I pump the brakes here. Okay, pump the brakes. Well, I am a born Trojan. I bleed green.
Yes.
So next year for sure, I have on our schedule to play a district game or a non-district game with Beeville. But since the schedule was made a little bit later than anticipated, they will be here for our varsity soccer tournament. So we will be playing Beeville
Nice.
in a tournament. So
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
We're going to have to go to that.
I
right?
know.
Yes,
we gotta go out to
please
that.
do. Yes, and don't mind me if there's some crazy stuff going on.
Okay. Well, thank you guys, and please join us and subscribe to A30 Amplified on YouTube. You can find us there, and we appreciate all of our supporters, and we appreciate everything that you guys do for community news. Until next time, we'll see you.
Bye.
Thank you.